Welcome back to two more cast news. Today we're diving into three big stories. We got grizzly bears making a comeback in Washington's North Cascades, a poaching bust in Idaho, and a shocking case of dolphin killings in Florida. Stick around as we break down these impactful developments. Today, it's kind of a wild week of stuff, dude, here. In a historic move, grizzly bears are set to make a triumphant return to Washington's North Cascades. We're going to dive into the bold new plan to restore these iconic creatures to their historic range. We're going to stay tuned for some details. Kind of a long story. I think it's going to go okay. It's a good idea, as long as they're more transparent than they are about the wolf population that's happening now, man. But the North Cascades Ecosystem is a breathtaking expanse of temperate rainforests and pine-covered slopes. It was once home to thriving grizzly bear populations, but for nearly 3 decades, these majestic animals have been absent from the U.S. side of the ecosystem. That's all about to change. In April 2024, the National Park Service and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service signed a landmark decision to bring grizzly bears back to the North Cascades under what's called Alternative C. The agencies will reintroduce these threatened animals to rebuild a population of 200 bears over the next 60 to 100 years. We're going to break that down real quick. Like I said, it's kind of a complicated ordeal. I'm trying to make it as uncomplicated as possible. But here's the plan. Starting soon, 3 to 7 grizzly bears will be translocated each year for 5 to 10 years, aiming for an initial population of 25 bears. These bears, mostly young adults with no history of human conflict, will come from healthy populations in similar ecosystems. The goal? A self-sustaining grizzly population that boosts biodiversity and restores balance to this vibrant region. So how will this work? Bears will be captured using covert traps, sometimes with helicopter support, and released into prime habitat on national park or forest lands. These sites will have plenty of food, low human activity, and safe landing zones for choppers. The releases happen between June and September will prioritize female bears to jumpstart reproduction. And hunters, remember this, man. You gotta be able to identify a black bear from a grizzly bear. And the public safety is top priority. The plan includes what's called a non-essential experimental population. Sounds like some alien stuff, man. This is designed under the Endangered Species Act, and this will give wildlife managers flexibility to handle any conflicts using non-lethal deterrence, relocation, or in rare cases, removal of problem bears. It's all about balancing conservation and keeping communities safe. Oh yeah, and to keep tabs on these grizzlies, each bear will wear a GPS collar for tracking movements and reproduction. Genetic sampling will ensure a healthy, diverse population. Meanwhile, the Park Service is stepping up outreach with weekly updates, bear safety training, and bear resistance trash cans to prevent conflicts. There's actually a story about that too. They got a whole new idea. It's kind of cool. These trash cans that are bear proof, supposedly. But this restoration isn't just about ecology. It's deeply cultural. Tribes like the Confederate tribes of the Colville Reservation and Yakima Nation have long revered grizzly bears. The plan ensures ongoing collaboration with tribal communities to honor their values and protect their shared heritage. A little hunting tip, man. If it's got a collar on it, you probably shouldn't hunt it. Saying, but why this plan? Well, the North Cascades can support up to 280 bears today and potentially near 600 in the future. Unlike doing nothing or sticking to the stricter protections, Alternative C strikes a balance, restoring grizzlies while giving managers tools to address challenges. It's a win for wildlife, communities, and the environment. Decades of research and public input have led to this moment. The return of grizzly bears promises to enrich the North Cascades' ecological and cultural tapestry, ensuring these incredible animals thrive for generations to come. Like I said, as long as there's transparency, man, there's got to be. But in the latest from the North Cascades, where the grizzly bears are poised to reclaim their home. What do you guys think about this restoration plan, man? What do you think? Like, think they're going to make it? It sounds like a pretty good plan to me. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Mississippi men fined, jailed for illegal deer poaching in Ohio. 2 Mississippi men, Dawson Brown of 25 and Jace D. Smith, 24, both of Poplarville, have pleaded guilty to multiple wildlife violations for illegally hunting white-tailed deer in southeast Ohio. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Wildlife announced that the men were ordered to pay a combined $15,000 in restitution, serve jail time, and face a 3-year hunting ban in Ohio and potentially 47 other states. In Belmont County Court, Brown admitted to 7 charges. This gets crazy, dude. 7 charges, including hunting with the motor vehicle, using a firearm during archery season, hunting after legal hours, possessing untagged deer parts, and lacking non-resident hunting licenses and deer permits. That is insane, dude. Two of the illegally taken deer had antlers that scored high enough that they qualified for trophy restitution. Brown was ordered to pay $13,000 in restitution, $865 in fines and court fees, and also served 30 days in jail. He's also got to complete 3 years of probation, and his hunting privileges in Ohio revoked for 3 years, and he forfeited 5 firearms, a spotlight, venison, and 4 antlered deer skulls to the Division of Wildlife. What a terrible weekend, dude. But Smith faced charges in both Muskingum and Belmont County courts. Sorry for messing those names up. I am not familiar with the area. In Muskingum County, he pleaded guilty to 4 charges: hunting without permission, lacking a non-resident hunting license and deer permit, and failing to game check a deer. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail, ordered to pay $1,800 in restitution and $250 in fines and court costs. He's also banned from hunting in Ohio for 3 years. And in Belmont County, he admitted to possessing untagged deer parts, incurring $605 in fines and court costs. He's got 3 years of probation and a concurrent hunting ban. Smith forfeited a crossbow, spotlight, a deer mount, and 2 antlered deer skulls. These guys have been doing this for a while, man. But both men were entered into the Interstate Wildlife Violator Compact, meaning their 3-year hunting suspension in Ohio will likely extend to 47 other states, including their home state of Mississippi. The ODNR emphasized its commitment to protecting Ohio's wildlife. Nothing that public tips via the Turn-In a Poacher hotline are crucial for enforcement. Anonymous reports leading to convictions may result in rewards. Ohio wildlife officers with statewide authority enforce regulations, protect natural resources, and engage communities through conservation, education, and wildlife management programs. We're getting our third and final story that comes out of Florida. This one's weird, man. I never even knew this was a thing. A Florida fisherman sentenced for illegally killing dolphins in Panama City. Florida man strikes again. In a significant victory for marine conservation, Zachary Brandon Barfield, a fisherman from Panama City, Florida, he was sentenced on May 21st, 2025 to 30 days in jail in order to pay a $51,000 fine for violating the Marine Mammal Protection Act, also known as the MMPA. Federal Magistrate Judge Michael J. Frank of the Northern District of Florida also imposed 1 year of supervised release following Barfield's conviction for shooting and poisoning bottlenose dolphins. What's the point in that? The case prosecuted by the U.S. Department of Justice Environmental Crimes. Dude, you got deep in the federal side. And the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern Division of Florida highlights the severe consequences of harming protected marine species. Just don't do it. That's nuts, dude. I don't even know how you go out there and just start shooting, poisoning dolphins, dude. But the investigation led by NOAA Fisheries Office of Law Enforcement and the collaboration with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission began in 2023 after a tip reported Barfield's actions. Over 2 years, evidence revealed that Barfield deliberately targeted dolphins out of frustration over their interference with his catch. Do you imagine being that mad at losing a fish? Operating from his fishing vessel in a charter boat in Panama City, Barfield shot at least 5 dolphins with a 12-gauge shotgun, resulting in 1 confirmed death, and fed an estimated 24 to 70 dolphins bait fish laced with methanol, a highly toxic restricted-use pesticide. These acts occurred across multiple commercial and charter trips in 2022 and 2023, with one shooting witnessed by passengers on a charter vessel. What an animal, dude. This guy's a psychopath, but NOAA Fisheries seized critical evidence, including a shotgun and a container of the methanol, the pesticide, if you will, which has no approved residential use and poses significant environmental risks. Barfield's deliberate use of the pesticide caused harmful impacts to the local bottlenose dolphin population, likely leading to multiple deaths. There are consequences to individuals who decide to harm protected and endangered species, said Paige Casey, who's the acting assistant director of NOAA. The Fishing Office of Law Enforcement and Southeast Division said, "The illegal use of pesticides is alarming, to say the least. We will exhaust all leads to prosecute bad actors to the fullest extent of the law." Get him. Get him, dude. This is nuts. But conflicts between anglers and dolphins are a persistent issue in the Southeast, with 21 known intentional dolphin fatalities from gunshots, arrows, explosives, and other weapons reported between 2014 and 2024. Research presented during the trial suggests that gunshot wounds in marine mammals are significantly underreported. Wow. Underscoring the urgency of enforcement efforts. NOAA Fisheries prioritizes halting such illegal acts, and this successful prosecution reflects the strong partnership between NOAA, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and the federal prosecutors under the MMPA. Harassing, harming, or killing wild dolphins is strictly prohibited, with penalties up to $100,000 in fines and 1 year in jail per violation. That is nuts, dude. The public is encouraged to report marine mammal violations and then to the NOAA enforcement hotline or standard/injured animals to the Southeast Marine Mammal Stranded hotline. That's NOAA also provides dolphin-friendly fishing tips and viewing guidelines to prevent conflict and promote coexistence with marine life. Coming from the Northwest, I kind of understand. Because we have this seal problem, man. They'll just sit at the dams and they'll just chaw on salmon all day, and there's like nothing anyone can do about it. And like, you know what I mean? They blame the fishermen and for the little lack of salmon numbers and all these other things, but they refuse to take care of the problem. I'm just kind of wonder if that's what's going on in Florida as well. I don't know. This is all news to me. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know people were shooting dolphins, trying to kill them and poison them. That is wild, though. You learn something new every day. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Two More Cast News, man. From grizzly bear restoration to cracking down on illegal hunting and marine animal mammal violations. These stories remind us how vital it is to protect our wildlife. When you think about these efforts, man, drop comments, thoughts, ideas. Maybe you got some news going around your area to check out or something. I am down. And again, sorry for messing up the names. I am not from Ohio, Mississippi, or Florida. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, man. Until next time, don't break the law while breaking the law. Later.